Folks, it's great to be with you tonight. This part is the only part that really requires guest participation, all right? Other than the dance, we're obviously going to want you to get on the dance floor, but the music hopefully should move you here. All right, so what I'm going to need is in front of everybody, you have one of these linens right here. So go ahead, take it out, take out this linen here. Take out your linen and hold it from the corner right here, all right? Hold that corner. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take it and you're going to get it over your head and start spinning here, and we're going to welcome in this wedding party. All right, we got those linens spinning. Folks, coming in first, we got the ushers. Give it up for Nate. Coming in hot, we got our groomsmen. Let's make some noise for Nick, Eddie, and Parker. Let's keep it going as we welcome in the bridesmaids. Let's make some noise for Allie, Carly, Tori, Kelsey, and Lexus. Folks, if everybody could rise on their feet, everybody on your feet if you're capable, get on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, put those hands together. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I welcome in the newlyweds. Let's hear it from Mr. and Mrs. Josh Turner.
We thank you for Josh and Baily and for their lives and for the life that they have ahead of them. God, we thank you for their parents and family and friends who have supported them and who have come alongside them. I pray that everybody in this room tonight would be people who come alongside them to encourage them, support them, challenge them, and help them to have an incredible marriage. God, we pray that you would bless them and that you would use them to impact the people that they are around. May you use this food to strengthen us, and we have an awesome time celebrating them tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
I'm going to hand off the microphone to Billy, and he's going to get us started here.
What's going on?
I don't know. All right, good evening, and welcome to this special occasion. We just want to thank y'all. Whoa, Kevin, did you get in this? Y'all? Y'all? We're thanking y'all for coming. No, we just want to thank you all for joining us for this evening and joining us to celebrate the beginning of Mr. and Mrs. Andrew Joshua Turner. Many of you have traveled quite a distance, Virginia, New York, Florida,
Seattle,
Washington. So we just want to thank you for the sacrifices you've made. Some experienced quite some difficulties in getting here. And for some, it wasn't meant to be, as they never did make it. But in any case, we just pray for your safe return. And a special thank you to the friends and family who helped us plan, organize, and decorate. We couldn't have pulled this off without a lot of your help and assistance. And before we move on to toast Baily and Josh, I'd like to reflect briefly on their journey to this point and just make a few comments about their future together. I guess it's like the country song lyrics, the days go slow, but the years go fast. And Baily, this day, it seemed so far in the future. But now here we are, and both of our grandmothers would be beaming with pride if they could be here with us. In fact, Nanny prophesied about this day when you were very young, saying she will be in charge of many people one day. Well, at least now you're in charge of one. You are a beautiful young lady, and your mother and I are very proud of the woman you've become. We know you are ready for this next step in your life, and we couldn't be happier for your choice of your life partner. However, it wasn't always that way, at least for me. You see, Baily was home on break when I became aware of Josh's pursuit of her. And my first exposure to Josh was him messaging Baily, saying that he could not wait to see her play volleyball at SEU because he would get to see her in her Spanx. Not exactly what the father of a daughter 1,100 miles away wants to worry about. But Josh, you've won our hearts, and we believe you're the perfect complement to our Baily. Now to the future. Marriage isn't easy, and God never promises it will be. And there is really no secret to a successful, happy marriage. However, I believe there are a few tips that, when practiced regularly, go a long way. If you keep Christ at the center of your marriage, it will help you see it from a servant perspective rather than a being served perspective. Never be afraid to be the first one to say, "I'm sorry." Even if you don't feel like you're the one at fault. I've got that one mastered. And you can't say "I love you" too much or too often. So ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses with me. Here's to the past for all you've learned. Here's to the present for all that you share. And here's to the future for all you can look forward to. Even though I don't have a glass. Yeah, love you too.
All right, well, first off, I just want to thank all of you for coming all this way just to hear me speak. That really means a whole lot. So I've got a couple notes written here. I'll keep looking at it. But the first thing, everybody's like, okay, you're the best man. You're going to have to give a speech. Are you going to be nervous? It's public speaking. It's scary. Well, it's really not. What's scary is losing wedding rings. That's scary. And so I was given the honor of holding them in my pocket all day. And if anyone knows me, they know that I lose things. You can give me 30 minutes, everything's gone. No, I will have nothing that I needed to have ever. I never have a pencil in class, never have a pen in class. It's bad. It's bad. So when I went to go get the rings out of my pocket, and I knew they were in there, but I'm digging down there and I pulled them out. And that was when the weight of being the best man was finally off of my shoulders. I can talk to anybody, doesn't matter about that. But so getting to know Josh when I was young, we always played baseball. Baseball. I wasn't very good at baseball, but I got to hang out with Josh a lot, and we played on travel teams, and it was everything you could ever dream of growing up. And so with baseball, that's all we talked about. I kind of thought Josh was a nerd a little, because I talked to him about like David Ortiz, all the guys in the major leagues, and Josh is like, well, this 13-year-old in Nebraska just threw 97 last week. That's just the way he is. He loves scouting baseball, and so finally he meets this girl down at school, and I call him to talk sports, and he wanted to talk about his girlfriend. I was like, what are you? You're a completely different person. So obviously this is Baily. So I was very excited to meet Baily, and I thought, well, it's important. I got to be able to, be around her and like her. And so she comes up to Virginia Tech for a weekend. I'm real excited. I text Josh. I'm like, hey man, what do you guys want? Because I'm thinking if she's going to spend a lot of time with Josh, she's going to need to drink a lot. So we're going to go to the liquor store. We're going to get whatever she wants. And so Josh says she really likes Malibu. So I go get some Malibu, and we get some Coke, and we get back to the house. And I knew that they were destined to be together forever because they both had 2 rum and cokes and were passed out on the couch. It was perfect. But yeah, and on a little more serious note, getting to come up here, Baily, and meet your family, they are so great. They're so loving, and it's been incredible. I've gotten to rib on, I guess, a little about Nebraska sports, telling Virginia Tech beat them in football every time they play, but that's okay. Scott Frost is back, and I think next year you guys will probably win 6 games,
More than the Browns.
But yeah, as Baily just said, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, so I can't say anything to anybody. So anyway, this is a great start to 2018, and if you can do math well, which I don't all the time, you know that in 9 months, which is getting close to the end of 2018, we could have a celebration again. We could all get together in Florida. The grandkids will be there. So.
No.
But anyway, so I love you guys, and I know that you guys are going to be great together. I can't wait to come down and crash on your couch and hang out, go to spring training, watch some football, and hopefully the Browns can win a game next year. But, all right, here's to Baily and Josh.
Baily and Josh.
Now we're on the legs.
May not know me. I'm Lexus's little sister, and same thing. It's been a long day. Okay, so I gotta compose myself.
You got it.
Okay. Sorry. The first part of this story, some got covered by my dad a little bit, but I'll, go into a little more detail. Sorry.
Just let them flow. Let them flow.
Okay, so at the beginning of Baily and Josh's relationship, he met her at Southeastern during a baseball game, and he did some impressive social media stalking. He found her on the SU website. He found her on Twitter. He DM'd her on Twitter and made some comments that were, a little too much maybe for us. But that was our first kind of experience of Josh. And I'm very thankful that he was able to navigate through all that and DM her and be a little bit creepy. Because after he asked her if she wanted to date or not, instead of saying nah, she ended up eventually saying yes. It took a while, but we got there. But that was the first time that we had ever met Josh, talked to Josh, heard about him, and it just kind of set the tone for a really fun way to get to know him. So Baily, I always wanted to be like her growing up. Whatever she wanted, I wanted. If she liked a certain artist that week, I liked them. If she was dreaming of the red slug bug she was going to get when she was 16, I wanted that one too. Thank you, much needed actually. And needless to say, that hasn't stopped. I would be so lucky to be able to have the same thing as her someday, to be able to find someone who completes her, who loves her perfectly, who pushes her and encourages her at the same time. And I would be so lucky to find that and to be able to copy her again. just like I did when I was little. But when she was little, she was actually turning 6, and at her 6th birthday party, she was asked what the best thing about being 5 was. And she said that it was the moment that she was at her grandma's house and found out that she had a little sister. And although I was the best part of her 5 years of life, she's been one of the best parts of my whole life. And although I have to share her now, I couldn't imagine a better person to share her with. And I'm thankful that I get to share her with someone who loves our family, who loves God, and who loves her so much, and who will take care of her, and who will always continue to offer me a place to stay and go to college and not have to pay out-of-state tuition. So, Baily and Josh, I'm just so happy for you. I love you both so much, and this is just, it's been a beautiful day, and it's going to be a beautiful life. And I'm thankful to be both of your guys' little sister now. So, cheers to Baily and Josh.
Alright, let's just give one more round of applause for Parker, Baily, and Les. I just wanted to thank you guys personally, Baily and I both, just for traveling from out of state, like I said, Washington, New York, Florida, all over the country. And it really means a lot to us, and thank you for being here, and we hope you have a great time here, and really enjoy your night. Thank you guys.
I was a boat stuck in a bottle. Never got the chance to touch the sea. Just forgot on the shelf, no wind in the sails, going nowhere with no one near. I was 1 in 100 billion, a burnt out star in a galaxy. Just lost in the sky, wondering why everyone else shines out for me. I can't deny when I first kissed you. Best me had these arms around you. You make me better than I was before. Thank God I'm yours. I wasn't born outside a shoe, wandering the city street. Facing the crowd, head looking down, lost in the sound of a lonely melody. Empty pockets and a ruler, always landing on a lost bed. Just live for a spin, hope for the wind, go all in just to lose again. But I can't lie when I first kissed you. The best me has his arms around you. You make me better than I was before. Thank God I'm yours. The worst me is just a long gone memory. You put a new heartbeat inside of me. You make me better than I was before. Thank God I'm yours. Stuck in a bottle, never got the chance to touch the sea. I can't lie when I first kissed you. The best me had these arms around you. You made me better than I was before. Thank God I'm yours. The worst me is just a long gone memory. You put a new heartbeat inside of me. You make me better than I was before. Thank God I'm yours.
Mr. and Mrs. Josh Turner, ladies and gentlemen. All right, if Bailey could stay on the dance floor, and if her father Billy could come up to join her for the father-daughter song.
Know a girl, she puts a color inside of my world. She's just like a maze, where all of the walls are continually changed. And I've done all I can to stand on the steps with my heart in my head. Starting to see, maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Oh, you see that skin? It's the same she's been standing in since the day she saw him walking away. Now she's left cleaning up the mess he made. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Boys, you can break and find out how much they can take. Boys will be strong and boys soldier on. But boys will be gone without one woman's good heart.
Billy and Bailey, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause. Josh, if I could have you back on the dance floor, joined by your mother Lisa, we'll get the mother-son song going.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. And more than anything, yeah, more than anything. I wish for you that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants to say thanks to. Yeah, this is my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. While you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants to say thanks to. Yeah, this is
Josh and his mother, Lisa. So,